Blackstone Advisory Partners was the original business as conceived by Pete Peterson and Steve Schwartzman, now 26, 27 years ago. Really about advising companies, advising governments on various forms of transactions. It started as a plain vanilla M&A business. Today it's fascinating. It really reflects very much a mirror of what's happening in the world because of our global footprint and the fact that we are not only active and have a big market presence in North America, but we're very active in China, India, Southeast Asia, Turkey, the Mideast, and now the Patria investment in Brazil. We have a very good network and a very interesting set of projects which more are about solving problems than actually just accomplishing plain vanilla M&A. Well, people hire us because of our seniority, but actually it's quite interesting. In emerging markets, in Asia, in the Mideast, in Brazil, people hire us because we have a good track record as investors. And boards want to be given advice that reflects what their shareholders are interested in as fiduciaries. So to a certain extent, they want our investment acumen. They want us to treat that board the way we treat our own investment committee in advising them on a project, on a situation. The other thing people hire us for is complicated solutions. They know that we're not a plain vanilla M&A practice. They know if they want to do that, there are a lot of other banks that can execute plain vanilla execution. We, on the other hand, are very good at bringing together our investment acumen, our international perspective, our structuring acumen to trying to solve clients' individual sets of problems or issues. Well, the firms are all run separately, and we have all the right sets of compliance and Chinese walls between and among them. But the advantage of the firm is because we think as investors, and because for example, Blackstone in China is not just about advising Chinelco on metals and mining. We've invested over $1 billion in China. So we see that market differently than someone who's just advising. And the Chinese actually, for that reason, take us seriously because they see us as a partner as well as an advisor. It's a very interesting question, Pete. Our business this year, for the most part, is unchanged with last year. If you look at our peer group, most people's M&A and other advisory businesses are down 20 to 40% in terms of deal volume, in terms of revenue. Our business is pretty much unchanged, and I don't see that being very different in 2012 because, again, we're not a plain vanilla M&A practice. We're doing a lot of work right now in Europe in relating to debt and credit restructuring in countries like Ireland, England, France, and Greece. And I think Europe, from the standpoint of restructuring and balance sheet, is going to be very, very active for the next 2 or 3 years.